God's personal promise of love. Now the tone changes. In verses 14 to the as he says, God himself begins to speak, not the psalm. Because he loves me, says, "Day Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation." These are some of the most intimate words in Scripture. They show us that God's protection is not mechanical. It's relational. He rescues those who love him, not those who are perfect, but those whose hearts trust him. Notice, he says, "I will be with him in trouble." God never promised a trouble-free life. He promised a presence-filled life. Even in the fire, he stands beside us. And he adds, "I will deliver and honor him." Honor here means to lift you up, to give you dignity and hope again. Friends, maybe you've prayed and felt unheard. Psalm 91 reminds you, God does not ignore your call. He says, "He will call on me, and I will answer." Sometimes his answer is a miracle. Sometimes it's strength to endure. But he always responds with love. The chapter closes with a promise. "With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation." That's not just about years of existence. It's about a life filled with purpose, peace, and divine satisfaction. When God says, "I will show you my salvation," he's promising not only protection from harm, but eternal safety for your soul. Applying Psalm 91 to everyday life. So, how do we live under this promise today? Let's turn these verses into practical steps. Stay close to God daily. Dwelling in his shelter means spending time in prayer, worship, and reflection. Not just on Sundays, but every day. Speak faith aloud, the psalmist said. "I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge." Your words have power. Start your mornings declaring, "The Lord is my protector today." Replace fear with trust. When anxiety rises, don't deny it. Hand it over to God. Say, "Lord, this is bigger than me, but not bigger than you." Believe in unseen protection. You may not see angels, but believe that heaven is working on your behalf. Rest in God's timing. Remember that protection doesn't always mean prevention. Sometimes God allows the storm to teach you how strong his hand really is. Psalm 91 is not a superstition to recite. It's a relationship to live. When you internalize these truths, you walk with quiet confidence. You begin to see that peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of God. A story of faith. Let me share a small true story that illustrates Psalm 91 in action. During a war, a group of soldiers carried a small paper with Psalm 91 written on it. They would read it every morning before going to the battlefield. Many of them later testified that even in the fiercest moments of combat, they felt an unseen peace, and many returned unharmed. One soldier said, "I realized the power was not in the paper, but in the promise." That's exactly what Psalm 91 is. A promise. Today, you may not be fighting in a physical war, but maybe you're fighting fear, illness, debt, or loneliness. Remember, the same God who protected them is still protecting you. Every time you read this psalm, you remind your soul, "I am covered. I am cared for. I am not forgotten." Psalm 91 is a daily prayer. Here's how you can make Psalm 91 your personal prayer. Lord, you are my refuge and my fortress. I choose to dwell in your presence. Deliver me from fear and danger. Let your angels surround my home, my family, and my heart. Help me to love you deeply and trust you completely. Thank you for being with me in trouble and for showing me your salvation. When you pray like this, peace begins to replace panic, and faith rises above fear. Friends, you don't have to memorize the entire psalm. Just remember its heart. God is faithful, and his shadow is over you. So, friends, as we close today, let Psalm 91 echo in your heart. When fear whispers, respond with faith. When darkness approaches, remember the angels around you. When life feels uncertain, dwell again under God's mighty shadow. He has promised, because he loves me, I will rescue him. Hold on to that promise today and every day. If this message blessed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bible Vibes. Spread this word of hope to your family and friends. Someone you know might desperately need this encouragement today. Until next time, stay safe, stay faithful, and stay under His wings. God bless you.